The U.S. has stopped minting pennies. Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know why this is a thing. I don't know why we would go about this, but for some reason, they've stopped pressing or circulating pennies. I, you tell me. I there is going to be all kinds of interesting situations. Uh, and this is happening. The last day was November 12th, 2025. Uh, it cost about 3.7 cents to produce a penny, which is equal to 1 cent. We're start collecting the pennies, I guess. But yeah, I've got some information on this. I thought that you might want to hear. It's going to cause an impact for a little while. I'm sure we will figure out how to get past that impact, but right now it's freaking a lot of people out. Now, I don't know if you knew about this, but because most people use their cards, so using pennies is interesting. I find pennies all the time. I don't know how that one is going to work or anything like that, but we're going to get into this. Now, if you want to know what's happening with the government on a local, state, or federal level, and this is definitely federal level because it's our currency, hit like, hit subscribe. If you want to be really helpful, now, mind you, hitting like and subscribe doesn't cost you anything, and that's all you want to do. I'm perfectly happy with it. If you would like to help a little bit more, don't have to, but I've got a Patreon. I've got YouTube memberships. Patreon links in my link tree down below. You don't have to hit it. You don't even have to look at it. I'm just throwing it out there. So, let's get into this story.
Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself.
Okay, so coming soon to Facebook Marketplace, penny molds pre-loved picked up in Pennsylvania. The U.S. Mint has a bunch of spare. Now it's pressed its final circulating penny yesterday in Philadelphia, marking the end of a 1 cent coin production in the U.S. after more than 200 years. Though the last penny was just produced, penny shortages started mounting around Labor Day, following the U.S. Treasury's May announcement that it would wind down penny minting. Retailers are scrambling. Businesses haven't figured out the best way to give cash payers exact change. Some grocery chains ask shoppers to exchange their pennies for gift cards to double their value in an attempt to stockpile 1 cent pieces. Many retailers will round cash purchases to the nearest 5 cent denomination. Convenience chain Quick Trip opted to round down at penniless locations, which will cost it a couple of $1 million annually, the company spokesman told CNN. Though retailers generally agree that the penny is obsolete, many feel its discontinuation has been too fast and loose. Trade groups want federal legislation that standardizes rounding rules for cash transactions, which would protect businesses against lawsuits from consumers who may feel shortchanged by price rounding. Another complication: federal law requires SNAP recipients who pay with credit or debit cards not to be charged more than other customers. This would pose an issue for stores that round out cash transactions. A little bit more information. The United States Mint has officially stopped producing pennies. Okay, I said all that. Move ordered by President Donald Trump due to the high cost of production. Each penny costs 3.7 cents to produce and distributed in fiscal year 2024, nearly 4 times its face value. Halting production is expected to save the U.S. Treasury around $56 million annually. Existing pennies remain legal tender and retain their value indefinitely. The government encourages people to continue using them. There are an estimated 300 billion pennies already in circulation, which is considered more than enough for commerce for the foreseeable future. With no new pennies entering circulations, businesses that deal primarily in cash are expected to round cash transactions to the nearest 5 cents. Nickel. Why that said nickel, sorry. This is similar to the systems implemented in other countries like Canada and Australia, which have also phased out their lowest denomination coins. Electronic payments will remain exact. U.S. Mint will continue to produce numismatic collector versions of the penny in limited quantities. The penny was one of the first coins produced by the U.S. Mint, with production beginning in 1793. The last time the U.S. discontinued a circulating coin was the half cent in 1857. So that's what's going on with the penny. I can understand. I mean, there are other countries that remove their lowest denomination coin, and we do that on occasion. I mean, when you're producing a penny that is worth 1 cent and it's costing you 3.7 cents to produce it, and you're going to save $56 million every year, I mean, yeah, I can understand why that would be, in a country that's got as much debt as we do, why not try to save every penny that you can? Oh, Lord. Sorry, the pun slipped out. I was trying to stop myself as I said it. But you know what I mean. I mean, seriously. Yes, it would be interesting to know how this really will affect, but why don't you make it so that, on top of everything else, you go into a store and you buy something, and if you're not exactly used to the state that you're in, you don't know what the sales tax is going to be. And in all honesty, that really does matter. So, why don't they just put the price plus the tax all in one? So when you buy it, you've got the sales tax right there. It's already included in the price. You don't have to figure out, if you're counting pennies, the puns, the bad jokes. Oh, sorry. Seriously, I've never understood that facet of, sales tax. You go to buy something. When you're looking at the price, everything should be included, including the sales tax. So why is it not? That is why these companies are having a problem, because instead of, actually putting the proper pricing, they're putting one price and then having to charge you another because they don't want to be clear about it. Oh, well, we're just showing you that there's a sales tax. We'll list that there's a sales tax. People know that there is a sales tax. Have a sign at the front door as they walk in that says sales tax is already applied to the food, and it is this percentage. Short, clear, to the point. Everybody knows that there's a sales tax, unless they're from a foreign country that doesn't have a sales tax, and I don't know what country that would be. We've gotten to the point where common sense is not that common. And by the way, if you were to do that, you would then be able to fix the price so that you would make a profit and wouldn't be losing money because of pennies. Sounds like common sense to me. I mean, but common sense is not applied in business anymore. It's applied by, or the sense that is applied is by whatever college degree and university that they got that degree from says they should do, taught by whoever was the failed business person that is teaching the class. Do we need pennies? No. What we need to do is truly have some common sense when it is applied to pricing and have it fixed. But that's not going to happen, so, oh well, here we are talking about it. But I thought that you might be interested in learning that, hey, we no longer have a penny. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. So, folks, that's the story that I wanted to bring you on this video. And I just wanted to say thank you again for coming by. hit like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff if you don't mind. Help me out. So, y'all have a good day now. Bye.